Real people don't have time to be snowflakes.
Yeah.
Okay? Y'all, on the other hand, you are the most snowflakian people I've ever seen.
The fact of the matter is, in about 20 years, multi-ethnic people will be the majority in this country. So if you don't understand Spanish, maybe start taking a little Duolingo course.
If most people don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language, that is a legitimate point that the president made. That part.
Like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notifications. Anytime I go live or make a video, make sure you still subscribe to this channel, like this video, comment this video, share this video. Let's get into this. All right, let's go to the halftime fallout because it's a lot of material here and I'm finna run out of time. Let's just get right into this. And then we're gonna get to the Olympic dummies in a second, but let's go to the halftime fallout. Let's start with clip 602, which Donald Trump had to say on Truth Social about what happened during the halftime show, which is continuing past the halftime show, right? I thought it was all over yesterday, but I guess it's not. Or 2 days ago. All right, I can't see it. So Grant, can you read that for me?
Yes, sir. The Super Bowl halftime show is absolutely terrible, one of the worst ever. It makes no sense, is an affront to the greatness of America, and doesn't represent our standards of success, creativity, or excellence. Nobody understands a word this guy is saying, and the dancing is disgusting, especially for young children that are watching from throughout the USA and all over the world. This quote-unquote show is just a, quote, slap in the face to our country, which is setting new standards and records every single day, including the best stock market and 401ks in history. There is nothing inspirational about this mess of a halftime show, and watch. It will get great reviews from the fake news media because they haven't got a clue of what is going on in the real world. And by the way, the NFL should immediately replace its ridiculous new kickoff rule. Make America great again, President Donald J. Trump.
I endorse that message, or whatever you say, however you say it. Stephen A. Smith has something to say too, which, you know, Stephen A. Smith has been vacillating a little bit on some of these topics. Nothing against him. I mean, he has a right to say whatever he want to say. But I think I agree with him on this take. Roll it.
If most people don't understand the lyrics because you're speaking it in what they deem to be a foreign language, that is a legitimate point that the president made. That part. That doesn't mean they had a problem with it. I'm just saying his statement that most people didn't understand anything he was saying. There's millions upon millions of Americans that would have wanted to hear something in English other than Lady Gaga. That is true. And me personally, been nice to see J-Lo out there. Been nice to see Shakira out there. Been nice to see a few people celebrating their Hispanic heritage, no doubt. But it also would have been nice if some of the songs were in English. That's all. The president is speaking on behalf, or was speaking on behalf of, tens of millions of Americans who are like, I didn't understand a word he was saying because I don't know Spanish. That is a valid point. That is.
Y'all just imagine this real quick. Thank you, Stephen A. Just imagine this real quick. How ridiculous and stupid this is. What if the president did the State of the Union address in Spanish? Like, wouldn't that be silly to do something like that? Wouldn't that be a turnoff to most Americans because they don't have no idea what he's saying? And they didn't put subtitles on the TV. We had absolutely no idea what he was saying. We had no idea. And somebody told me the reason that they didn't put subtitles because the lyrics to some of them songs was real raunchy. As you see two dudes grinding on each other. You can go to the store at the Officer Tatum or tatumstore.com, and you will find the shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is Deport Liberal White Women. I got to give credit to my wife because she's the one that came up with that idea. We got a little bit of the ice baby. My son thought this was the coolest thing ever. And I said, how do you know what ices are? You're just a baby. All right, we got other merch. You live, you leer. Whole bunch of stuff on here. Ice 26 in the discount section. Put in Ice 26, get 26% off the store. All right, let's get to Ana Navarro, who's a complete nut. I heard she was crying about this. Was she crying about this one or something else? I wrote a clip.
Maybe the reason that Trump doesn't like Bad Bunny, is because Bad Bunny, unlike him, isn't a Nepo trust fund baby.
Yeah.
Just 10 years ago, this is amazing to me. Just 10 years ago, Benito Martinez Ocasio, Bad Bunny, was bagging groceries at a supermarket in San Juan and uploading his music to YouTube. And 10 years later, here
Living the
he
American
is at the
dream.
biggest stage in the world. And one of the things he said in the concert was, in the halftime show, was that the reason he was there is because he had belief in himself. And he urged the rest of us to believe in ourselves. And every time...
Time out. That was profound. But you know why it wasn't profound? Because we didn't know he said it because he said it in Spanish. I'm there because I believe in myself. Okay, say it in English so we can get the exemplification of what you're trying to say. All right, let her finish, man. Roll it.
Bad Bunny has gone on stage from the very beginning when he started getting awards, when he started going to concerts. He always thanked the Latino community that was behind him. And last night, he delivered. Every time he's gotten asked how you feel about the Super Bowl, the word that came out of him was grateful. I gotta tell you, when I saw Ricky Martin come out there, and I mean that.
All right, I'm done with you, brother. Let's go to the next person because I'm about to have a stroke. Sonny Hostin, let's see what she had to say. Roll it.
You know, it was in Spanish, and I didn't understand any of it. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Everybody was down with the Macarena when it came out, and they were all on the Carnival cruises, and they were doing all of this, and they were doing all of this, and everybody was fine with it. You know, I think what's so interesting to me is, you know, this country seems to be one of the only countries in the world that is so proud of being monolingual and not being able to communicate in more than one language. And the fact of the matter is, in about 20 years, multi-ethnic people will be the majority in this country. So if you don't understand Spanish, maybe start taking a little Duolingo course and learn.
Well, if you don't understand English, how about you take a Duolingo course? Do you know how stupid that sounds for you to say, you don't understand English? I mean, you don't understand Spanish, you need to learn Spanish then. Well, if you don't understand English, you probably need to learn English. What are you saying? He don't know English. So he need to learn English too.
I'm sorry, Piers, but to get up there and perform the whole show in Spanish is a middle finger to the rest of America. Who gives a damn that we have 40 million Spanish speakers in the United States? We have 310 million who don't speak a lick of Spanish. This is supposed to be a unifying event for the country, not for the Latinos, not for one small group, but for the country. We don't need a black national anthem. We don't need a Spanish-speaking, non-English performer, and we don't need an ICE or America hater featured as our primetime entertainment.
Okay, what is the national language, officially the national language of the United States of America?
I mean, English. And there's been a push for many years to make it an official,
you don't have one.
Documented thing.
You don't have one.
If you would have let me finish my comment, I would have pointed that out, that people have been pushing to make it official.
Okay,
right,
so you're trying to make official.
This attitude that you have right here is why you in Great Britain have lost your culture. You ceded your culture to a bunch of radical Muslims who came in and took over, and now it's gone. We're not allowing that here. Whether it's Hispanic, whether it's Muslim, it's not happening in the United States of America. That's why President Trump was elected. And whether it's Bad Bunny, who is American but refuses to speak English in his performances, or anybody else, we have to keep the Super Bowl, which is a quintessential American event. Football, that kind of football, is ours. They call it American football. And the halftime show and everything around it needs to stay quintessentially American.
All right, we got another Whoopi Gold turds. Let's play her clip real quick.
If you didn't get anything, that's okay. All those things are okay. The truth of the matter is, you're not a large majority. And that's the mistake we make. You are not a large majority. You're loud, but you're not the largest majority.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the people who say, well, this is not an American thing. This is not this. This is, you shouldn't be doing this. Those are not the majority of people. The majority of people are doing.
All right, these wicked witches on there just talking crazy.